they start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. The Eagles entering play looking for win number 4 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 1. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. We know turnover margin always key. Going to be really key in this one. And to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Chris taking it at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Takes it to about the 37. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down. Second and 8. Hurts. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and goal from the 1. Jones is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalposts, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 5. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
He'll look to throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Philly. 52 yards. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one up.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Isaiah Spiller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing is working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he goes out right around the 39. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Get it! Buffalo 18!
On 1st down, Hurts. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. This is taken at the 15. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Chapman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And one more time, that's Watkins. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are back underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect 2nd half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They go play action with Hurts. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That gain on third down, good for 28.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Hurts. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll set up a throw. A slant to Jones. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. They'll look to throw here. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now again, right side. Chapman, he'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back to throw now on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Back to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 25 yards for the touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run on first down. Chapman. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They run the counter. Chapman, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free, and those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out, and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Throwing is Hurts. This complete to Jones. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Running right, Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And some room to roam now. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. A give to Williams, running right. And out of bounds right around the 20. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And they take a knee.
Okay, break. Hustle.
And they will take a knee here.
Let's go now.
This defense walks off the field. They can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously you're